Buying a Saab convertible in winter may go down as one of the worst decisions I have ever made. Since I bought this car, almost every day has been like this. Wet, windy, horrible. And this car is filling up with water. There we go. Got one of the bungs out. Marvellous. So I've actually now taken a bung out of the boot, which let a deluge of water come out of the bottom. It was really bad. I'm looking around here where this panel sort of closes down, and it's all wet in here. There is moisture, so I think the seal is not doing its job. I mean, the weather has been particularly bad, but yeah, quite a lot of moisture in here, and wetness is obviously getting past this seal. These seals here are leaking, and the ones on the hood, so when the windows are up there's water just pouring in, which is why I have a towel on my seat, which I have to remember to take off when I park the car anywhere. So yeah, there's water pooling there. I don't know if these drains here are any good. It's just horrible. It's horrible. It's not very enjoyable at all. So I'm going to try and do something about it today. I've got some garden wire which I'm going to thread down the drain tubes, and I really need to get the bonnet open, take the scuttle trim out, and then check the next level as well, because these drains only drain down the A-pillars to the bulkhead. There's then further drains that go down to the floor, and they may also be problematic. But let's try and dry all the seals out. I think I've got some rubber treatment somewhere, and we'll see if we can improve matters, because this is just horrible. Stage one, always make sure you're wearing your best togs when tackling this job, because it's loads of fun. I've jabbed some wire down there. I haven't really found much in the way of filth. There's been a little bit of build-up on here, but you can see it's just tiny amounts. But there's two little drains that I can't really film because they're hidden down here. There's one just there, which I've been sticking my finger up and making sure is clear. And there's another one, I'll flip the camera. Another one just there, so that is the other drain point. I've just cleared that out as well, but I don't think that's the issue. I don't think it's backing up to that degree, but they were both, they had some detritus in them, so it was worth doing. I don't know what's going on here. I think we'll just rip that off so it's not resting on the turbo. Might be a good idea. Oh, look, there's just water blowing in. This is all getting soaked just from having the doors open today. So I think we'll just put this down. We'll reattach the rubber strip here, because you can't get to the top of this one. The wiper mechanism's all in the way, and we'll say that'll be jobbed. I'll go and do the drains on the other side. There we go, all reattached. We just ignore the fact that that's broken. I think that's pretty standard, in all honesty. With the hood back on, we can see another issue, which is that it is it's saturated. Whether the water's coming through on these seams, I think that's distinctly possible. So you have to treat these roofs when they're dry, so can't do that today. So I think I'm going to leave the Saab here. I've put some goop on the seals to try and improve things. Hopefully that'll make a difference, but otherwise, yeah, let's try and show you the boot now we've got the roof back on. Lift up this section. Yeah, it is quite damp in there. The rear lights can be a source of leaks because the water gets stuck here, so it can kind of leak in around the back of the lights, so that could be a thing. But I might just be facing a losing battle here, to be honest. But the thing is, oh, that's full of water. That's not helping, is it? I've got a bleeding swimming pool in my fog light. Quite surprising, it is cracked. But yeah, I do actually like it. I don't like that so much though. that is bad news. That really shouldn't be in there. But yeah, despite the fact the suspension's clunky and it leaks all the bloody time, I do actually quite like it. There's also a bit of me that kind of wants to make it better, because they are nice cars when they actually work. Leave the Saab to dry. We've got another yellow warning for rain today, so it's probably a good idea to get it under cover and I'm going to go home in the Panda. If you're thinking, why don't you use your new Ford car? Well, I've got work to do. The rear wiper doesn't work, and I've got some wheel trims to fit. These are used, slightly scuffed and damaged, but nonetheless they will spruce up the looks entirely. But I'm not fitting them in this weather. It's absolutely horrific. So that's going to be sitting around and waiting. Got stuff to be getting on with that car. Don't forget that is available in our £1 prize draw. I'll put a link to the description below. And tickets are selling really well, and they keep selling well. I'm going to crack on and get that rear axle done. That is going to happen. If we hit 2,000 tickets, I'm replacing the rear axle. You heard it here first. I've got exhaust bits for this, which I've left at home, so we can finally get this one back on the road. Sorry, I shouldn't turn away from the camera when I haven't got a microphone on. I've left them at home. Left the mic box down at Kitch's. Go me. And nothing else is happening. It's another day. It is actually sunny, so we're actually going to do some work on the Saab today. It's in here. I was going to say the roof is actually dry pretty much for the first time in my ownership, but actually it's a bit damp because we get quite bad condensation in here. You can see some drips on the back of the car, but I'm hoping that'll be dry enough. Really, it needs a thorough clean, but I haven't got any cleaning products. I'm trying to use only what I've got, and what I've got somewhere up here from our Bob is awning reproofer, so I'm going to use that. Typically it turns out I've not got very much of it. Amazing. So I'm going to have a read up of the instructions. Make sure clean and dry, sort of well ventilated, do not inhale. Yep. A second coat may be necessary. That's not happening. So doesn't really describe how to do it, does it? May be used on cabriolet hoods and clothing. Brilliant. Yeah, I don't think that was really anywhere near enough, but it's done. Now we're just going to keep it dry for 24 hours, which is going to be a bit of a challenge because we've got yet another weather warning for rain coming in. Actually misses us, but we're still going to get the rain. It's just not going to be as severe as South Wales again. So the next question is, can I bodge something into the seal here to pudge it out a bit? I don't feel like there's any way in. Some people have suggested that if you can get stuff in there, you can force the seal out and make it fatter effectively, but I can't see how that's really possible. Ugh. That's the goop I put on last time. Maybe I'll wipe that goop off before we get too carried away. Next thing I'm going to try and do something about is the fact that the boot lid sits on the metal there. Not ideal, and it's all down to this tiny little thing which sort of goes in here somewhere. So let's get you set up, see if we can sort this out. So where is it? Oh, I see. There's a little tab up there. The remnants of the old one are still in there. Gonna have to coax those out. The one on the other side's gone, I think. So it's just a case of opening the lid enough to get in there, and I should be able to pop that in. Oh, there we go, and that should, yeah, so already just one of them, and we've got a gap established, so I just need to poke the old one out of here. I'll try and show you a bit better once it's installed. Hoping this will do a better job of showing you. I can't promise it will. So if I open that up, so here is where it goes. There's just that little bit of plastic, pushes into there. They do just degrade with time. There we go, that's now in there, and now the boot lid no longer hits the body. Absolutely perfect. So that's a very quick, very simple fix. Those bits came from China. I just got them on eBay. But I would recommend, I think, if you've got one of these, don't let the boot slam open. Always open it a little gently. And there we go. Sadly, the damage is done. That paint ain't coming back. But at least we know it's not going to get any worse. I think we're going to leave that open now, just to ensure the boot can dry out fully. Although there's a boot light in there. I don't want to flatten the battery with that. Right, I should be sorting the exhaust out on this. I have bits now, but what I'm actually doing is having to play with the Fiat car, sort of Ford car. Just try and investigate the rear wiper. Excuse building work going on in the background. So the rear wiper, not my Pajero Evo, is here. It feels quite seized to me. There can be wiring faults where the wiring comes into the tailgate, but that just looks like it's seized. So I think I'm going to whip the arm off and try and get some penetrating oil onto the shaft, and we'll see if that gets us anywhere. It might not, it might do. I think we'll probably have to replace the entire motor, but let's see what we can do without having to take anything apart. Yeah, I don't think this one's coming back. I think that is seized good and proper. I was checking the fuses with my Ford car Haynes manual, and the same fuse does the front and rear wipers, so it isn't a fuse issue because the front wipers operate absolutely fine. So whether it's worth getting the motor out to have a proper play with it, that might be an idea. If I'm going to have to replace it, it's going to have to come out. Although I don't really want to leave a hole in the rear window either. Gaffer tape? I suppose I could just operate it myself. I'll remove the nut. Bzz, 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 bzz. Am I sad? I'm sad. Yeah, judging by the line that's left, that wiper has been parked there for a very long time. That and the fact there's actually green mildew there as well. So yeah, we'll just take that off. He says, easier done with two hands. There we go. We'll just go for the rear no wiper look. Yeah, kill all wipers. Nonsense. Well, incredibly, got the trim panel off with no issue, and all the clips seem okay. Amazing. This is telling, isn't it? Oh, see, Ford. Lancia, Fiat, Alfa Romeo, because it would have been fitted to the Alfa Romeo Mito as well. I'm just trying to work out how this electrical plug comes out. It'd be quite good for, it looks like we have to poke something in there. It'd be quite nice to just do a quick multimeter check and make sure we are definitely getting power here. We've got 3 different positions, because obviously there's a park as well as an earth, and all the wires are black, so I've got no way of easily telling what's what, but let's see what we get. There you go. In there, I'm going to say that might be the earth in the middle. So we've definitely got power coming in. I don't know if you can see that, but almost 11 volts. We haven't actually got the engine running. So power is coming through to the motor, and the motor's saying, I want no part of this. Okay, how does the washer work on the back? Oh, the washer's on the top of the tailgate, so we don't need to worry about that. Have I got the right size for those already? Yes. Okay, I'm just going to carry on and take the motor off then. Yeah, so what I suspect has happened is the shaft has seized in here, because it's trying to turn this whole assembly, but obviously that outer sleeve shouldn't move. So that's just meant to be a seal. I would say it's not a very good seal. Yeah. Is it worth having this apart, or am I just wasting my time? I'm probably just wasting my time, but sometimes it's fun to explore, isn't it? So I might just pull that cover off. Just undo these screws. I love the large amount of grease that appears to be leaking out of here. I'm guessing there's not very much of a seal on this metal plate. But off we come. There we go. So now we can see the inside of the motor. So that's what turns the circular motion into a going round sort of a thing. So what I could actually do with doing is be good to disconnect this arm if I could. I don't really know how to go about doing that though. Doesn't look like there's a circlip or anything. I've managed to free the wiper mechanism from the motor, so I'm going to go and see if the motor will turn now. Yes! So we've definitely got electricity coming to the motor. It's just that this shaft has seized, but I'm going to need a replacement anyway, because I've now walloped this shaft so hard trying to get it out. It's completely mushroomed. It's never coming out. It is very, very stuck in there. There we go. We have power to the rear wiper motor. I didn't even say I was going to fix this. I'm an idiot. I should be doing other stuff, but hey. That's still satisfying. I'm just going to go and turn off the rear wiper. Finally got on this. Not loving it, to be honest. The donut is still wrong, so I've ordered another new donut, and again it doesn't fit, it's too big. Hopeless. So I've got the old one in there. I've turned it upside down just to try and get it to seal. It looks terrible, but is it? Let's find out. Moment of truth. She's saying hello happy. Oh, that's maybe handbrake on and into neutral might be a good idea. Not seem too bad actually. Maybe it is actually holding. Can't feel any throughput of air. Notice the new ones come with lock washers on, because the thread in there just have a horrible habit of going all rubbish. Let's just hung that up there, and then we can do. Oh, that's rubbish. Burning a lot of oil today, are we, Shems? Well, I don't very much know what to do about that. Maybe I need to take her to an exhaust specialist. Maybe they can get the right side. That is a lot of oil. That is really bad. That's got me wondering whether the back of the cat has rusted now. Oh my gosh. Oh, what are we doing? So really, it's another weekly update where I've ended up achieving nothing. I've still got a leaky Saab. Terrible weather forecast tomorrow, so that's staying there. I've still got a very smoky, exhaust leaky Daihatsu. So that's staying there. I've still got a Ford car with no rear wiper, and I must remember to tape over the hole before I leave, which is what I'm going to do. Well, that all got a bit neggy yesterday, didn't it? We can't be finishing on that, so I'm back. I've actually spent some money on the Saab. I've bought some Fabsil Universal Protector. It's got a photo of a mini cabriolet, so it must be good. So we're going to try that. I'm just going to do the windows up, I think. And then start spraying and hoping for the best. As you can see, the weather is even more awful today. I didn't think that was possible, but apparently it is. It is chucking it down, blowing a gale. The trees are moving around a fair bit. The digger is holding the roof on. It's all good. It's all fine. This is just Wales, apparently. So let's give this a go. It doesn't say to protect bodywork, but it usually does with this stuff. So hold can about here and we go around. Oh, that's a very gentle spray, isn't it? You got to get it really seeping in. I'll do it all around the top there. And there we go. It looks absolutely no different to you guys, but that is the roof all done. There are some droplets, so I might just go over it with a cloth and just wipe those. It kind of rubs them into the surface. That looks a bit dry actually. Might have another go, but hopefully that'll be better. I can't test it because you need to allow at least 24 hours curing time. There we go. That's a bit more of a positive ending on things, I hope. I'm not really going to know, but I'm due to go on a bit of a road trip on Sunday, and the current choice for that road trip is either this or it's Bella. And just to complicate matters even further, Miss Hubnut is going on a road trip in Desmond potentially as well. Hopefully that'll make a difference. If the water's not gathering, maybe it'll just run off and not come into the car. That would be nice. As for what we do with this thing, I don't know. The obvious choice is third engine, because we've got the red parts car. I'm not going out there now. Sitting there, and that engine, well, it's got a bit of a running issue. It's obviously got an air leak somewhere on the induction system, so it's revving weirdly. It sounds healthy and it isn't smoking, so maybe we have to go all engine swap again. We've done it once. We know what we did wrong last time. We know what might work better this time. It may be a case of sort of dropping the entire front end out and swapping engines that way. We'll see. Yeah. My life, eh? And this little car. But I know Hauser division, we're used to it. We're quite good at ignoring them. Yeah, it's frustrating. A little frustrating. But also frustrating I can't get on. I've got some wheel trims over here for the new Ford car, but I can't fit them today. It's absolutely bucketing down. Here's the Panda, by the way, after it's washed with that ceramic-ish stuff. The dents were already there, don't worry. It still seems to be beading nicely, but I've got that booked in for a cam belt. I've got the car booked in for a cam belt, pretty much the same. I am getting someone else to do it. I'm feeling a bit better about getting hands-on with cars, but that's Little Miss Hubnut's car, and it has remarkable amounts of service history. I don't want to disrupt it by some bloke who had a go. And similarly, the car, I'm not fixing that for me. I'm fixing it for one of you guys. Or gals, to win in a raffle, and I kind of want it done right. It was the whole reason for going to Kitch for the initial round of work. Is Kitch did it, he knew what he was doing, he got the calipers apart in seconds, and it's a similar story. I'm alright having to go on my own stuff, but if it's for you, I'd rather it was a bit better. So that's what we're going to do, and we are marching on. The tickets are selling, and I said at 2,000 tickets I would put a new axle in it, so I might have to do that. I've got a new rear wiper motor on order. They're 40 quid brand new, so there's no point traipsing around a scrapyard trying to find one that hasn't also seized. So people asking 27 quid for a used one on eBay plus postage, when you can buy a brand new one for 41 quid, I think it is, delivered. We're not actually done yet. I decided to take the rear light off because it was full of water. It still is full of water. I think this might have been where our water was getting into the boot. Remember, I had to drain a hell of a lot of water out the boot. So partly it's because this seal has failed, I think, and partly it's because the lamp is actually full of water, which could be because it's badly cracked. I don't know where it's getting in. So definitely need a new one of those, I think. I'm just going to go and empty some of the water out of this one. There goes the blinker fluid. Oh, I can't get it out. That's impossible to get out, apparently. Is that trapped between... Where is that in the lamp? Oh. It's dual there. It's trapped in the plastic. Oh, I definitely need a new one of them. That one's absolute junk. There it is. Yeah, that crack will actually let water out. It's very hard to demonstrate. You have to get the water in just the right place. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like there's 2 layers of plastic, and it's trapped between the layers. I'm going to have to refit that. I'm not going to be able to source another one before I go road tripping in 2 days. Marvellous. Sometimes you have to ask yourself, what would British Leyland do? And I'm pretty sure they would do something like this. Oh yeah. Oh yes. There she blows. Just got a couple of drain holes in the bottom. Sorted. Fixed. But that's where we are with everything at the moment. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Don't forget you can head to the Hubnut store and buy lovely merchandise that I'm not wearing. Anyone know where I can get one of them? Because it'd probably be nice to have one of those that isn't full of water. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Farewell. Hello, happy.